Order filled.
What's
Order
going on,
filled.
guys? Testing 1, 2, 3. Getting everything set up here, and we will begin. Be trading the we'll be trading the S&P 500 today. Trading futures, trading live. This is a live day trading session, full transparency, real time trades. Morning cup of trades starts now. All right, guys. You are the first. Trying to get everything here. Was that 5 minutes when I started it? Jeez, that went by quick. Can't start it just yet. Give me a sec. Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh. Oh, we're messed up. There we go. Sorry, guys. There we go. What's going on? Welcome in. Hopefully everyone's doing all right this morning. We already did take a trade. Actually, about right when the stream started, I took a trade here. I can show it. Literally marker right there. Got in at the top of the imbalance, and we rode that action all the way down until exit about right here. But it was a really good trade. That entry was at 10:33, and I exited at 10:44. It was only a 10-minute trade, 1 micro, making $74 in profit. That was a really good one. Really good setup came in, just so happened to come in right while I was trying to get everything cooking here. So kind of sucks I couldn't show that one, but if I could have, I would have. You like the intro, Marquise? It's pretty sweet. I think it's pretty sweet. Everything should be good now. Skipped off. Honestly, man, the experience is so much better on stream if you guys disable the chat. It really does look so much better. Working from home? Hell yeah, dude. While I'm waiting on setups, I'm probably going to try and mess with some of the settings here in the indicator script. I really want to try and add some entry and exit logic into it. Nah, snoozy. Hell nah. Trying to reposition a couple things while we wait. It's really annoying that on mobile the chat is I don't know, it just takes up so much. Hmm. Hell yeah, dude. Nice. It's good stuff. Should be getting an entry here soon. I'd expect. I would expect. There we go. Possibly.
Order filled.
Yeah.
Order filled.
We're in on another short. See how this works. Let's see how it works. Is it a manual entry? Is it a manual entry? Yep, I'm kind of stepping away from the alerts. Either I gotta manually enter or I just have to use alert. Not alert, but actual logic. Sorry for jacking stuff up here, guys. It's the season of OCD. Tis the season of OCD-ness. Wowzers. Tommy Trades, good morning. Alright. Here's where I can utilize the alert entry submissions. I can use them right when we're at the area. I just can't really use them the entire time and just let it cook, then it becomes problematic. But if I want to use them to get an entry that I otherwise couldn't react to, then it's fine.
Order filled. Order filled.
Oh. Oh, okay. Now that worked. I was like, what? Did it close? Alright, so now I'm going to remove the alert, so I'll put that on. We're in with 2 contracts. Should good. This is good. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm trying to adjust this baloney. We're making adjustments on the stream in real time. Probably shouldn't be doing this while we're live, but appreciate you guys, man. Basically. Basically. Rearranging furniture. Exactly. Basically, I just don't like the way that looks.
Order filled. Order filled.
3 contracts. 3 contracts from the top of the imbalance. Let's see what it does. Hmm. 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 God dang it. Why is this not working? Ooh, we're coming down, aren't we? Coming down strong. Okay. I think we're good. I feel like I reorganized the stream for the better. Should look cleaner for a lot of people. We got 38, we got 75. We got 75. We got 75, 75, 38. Cool. Cool. Pretty much just resized everything to fit better in mobile. Make it look a little cleaner. And we're in the green. Look at that, boys. Gotta love that. Almost to exit. Looking for the extension.
Order filled.
There it is.
Order filled.
It was about 20 in profit. That was a little better extension right there, wasn't it? Eesh. It's all good. It was a good trade. Pushing the profits, baby, coming back. Yep. I'm a full-hearted man. Don't know why that song's in my head. I think I might bring this stuff down, to be honest, dude. Can't stand the way this looks on mobile. Somebody's gonna give you a lesson to learn. You gotta give them what you mean. Sorry, I have not been reading the chat, guys. I don't know what y'all been saying. I am OCD nightmare to the max right now. It's a nightmare day. OCD day. OCD day. I have to move this stuff because I've realized how bad it looks on mobile. Even when the chat's gone, it looks atrocious. I think I'm actually going to put this in the chart itself. And now we just wait for another setup, guys. Feels good trading the system without errors. Requires manual entry, but that's okay. That's okay if there's a little bit of manualness. I'm gonna try and get some logic in the script to enter and exit for me, though. That I am gonna do. Waiting on a setup, guys. Waiting on a setup. We got to get up to the top. To the top. I think we're done on the rearrangement of the stream. I've OCD'd about the pixels of all the alignment of things, and I think we're good. We're done freaking out. I think it looks solid. I kind of wish YouTube did their chat a little bit better, if I'm being honest, but I don't like how it overlays like 40% of the entire live stream, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I like that. I like that. I like that. All right. Mama's considering an eval, is what Mama Trade says. Mommy Trades. Better be careful. Mm. Taking 2 trades today, guys. 2 setups. And won them both. It's been a really good start to the day, to say the least. $200 USD. What's tomorrow? Is tomorrow your payout? Pay out tomorrow. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. We're almost getting another setup here. We're close. Yeah, we're damn close. Whoa, that's crazy. What? All right, so now that we're here. Enabled the alert entry, so this is still going to be an automated entry. Came to realize that using the alerts for submission of order is really good. It is good. I just can't let it cook forever because at some point it can bug out and just force an entry when it shouldn't. That's what I've learned. Should be making an entry. Very close. Keto, I think you're probably referring to last week. We started trading Tuesday. This is our second day this week. So you're probably referring to last week. All right, here we go. Should be making the entry. Let's see this in action.
Order filled. Order filled.
Oh, we are in. Hands free, didn't even have to look. I love that. Once I enter, I'm kind of disabling alert entries though, because it's just kind of been problematic. Back in the green. Let's make it happen. We're back in the green again. We're back. Back in the green again. The indicator is just a custom-made indicator tracking the liquidity imbalance. Liquidity imbalance is derived from level 2 data from the order book. So this indicator isn't really a public indicator. It's a literal custom indicator that was built in NinjaScript on the platform here. At some point I'm going to make an approach video and pretty much just share the entirety of the code for this so anybody can use it for free. It's kind of up to the individual to use it, lose with it, win with it. But this is truly tracking the real-time liquidity imbalance. Everything that I'm doing is derived from the liquidity imbalance. I believe and have seen through hundreds of hours of analyzing the liquidity imbalance that it's a great tool for calling reversions. So that's what I'm using here. But yeah, no, it's not related to volume. It's not related to MACD. It's actually not related to anything that's filled. The order book has levels of data and tons of limit orders that are placed in the order book. This is unfilled data. The order book itself is a very good tool to kind of get a understanding of supply and demand that's in a given instrument. So by utilizing a tool that gives you some insight into supply and demand, you can kind of find areas of unbalance. Generally speaking, when the market slides and overextends to the top of whatever the interval here, the time interval you're looking at, when it extends up, goes too far, there's a rebalancing that occurs. When the imbalance overextends way too far up or down, generally speaking, a reversion occurs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's no chasing the price here. It's simply just playing the good entry. I'm not using the order book to place a trade. I'm still entering with market orders here. But generally, if you have an order book up on screen, placing an entry in the order book is as simple as clicking the block you want to get in on. The order book itself is showing us multiple levels of data, showing us tons of limits coming in at certain areas. I could make an entry if we get one. If we get an extension to the top, I might enter with another, but I think we're actually going to get out. So I've placed an alert, submission of order to close this trade out as soon as the imbalance crosses that green line. Once we cross it, that is the indication of reversion. I don't want to be in on the short anymore. I have a short bias, so I'm only getting in on shorts right now. It's a custom indicator built in NinjaScript. Relaxing sounds. The bottom green line is the rolling 30-minute bottom of the imbalance, and the red line is the rolling 30-minute top of the imbalance. I'm using NinjaTrader's alert system to submit my orders here when we do extend. I can use my stupid human brain and make an exit, or I can just let the automation take care of it. I have found some issues with letting the automation cook for too long, though. Sometimes the data gets super bugged out and it'll just make an entry or close my trade when it shouldn't. So I need to make sure that if I'm using NinjaTrader's alert with the NinjaScript logic here, that I don't hold on to it for too long. It was a really close exit, just not quite there. You can't really use it relaxing sounds because it's custom, it's not public. But if you join the Discord, whatever the version is that I'm on now, I've pretty much given the script out entirely in the chat. You can join the Discord and pretty much download the entire script and paste it in NinjaScript, and you'll have the same thing here. Give or take some changes in the indicator, but yeah, I'm not locking the script requiring people to buy it or anything like that. You can go and snag the code and put it in there yourself. Yeah, this is still MES. It's in there, man. You just got to scroll up. Just know that I never condone anyone use anything that I'm using here.
Order filled.
Getting in again.
Order filled.
An extension. Nothing about this is fully polished either, so just take that with a grain of salt. Again, I don't condone anyone use the approach I'm using, the indicator I'm using, nothing that I'm using. I never claim to be profitable. So on that note, see the description. In this content, Morning Cup of Trades is not responsible for trades or investments made by viewers. Trading and investing can have substantial financial risk. It is advised to seek advice from a qualified broker or financial advisor before trading or investing. This stream is for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, just be careful with it relaxing. I mean, there's so many different subjective things in trading. Just make sure you're not risking anything when you're testing stuff. But it's in there somewhere. There's no like official post of like where people can get this. We've just talked about it in the Discord. Scroll up in the lobby. You should be able to find one of the versions. When it reaches 30-minute high, you short? Not necessarily. I mean, I have a overall bias, so I'm only going to short if we're below the open on the day. If we're below the market open of the day, then I'll take shorts. If we're above the market open on the day and this instrument, then I'll take longs. So I'm very biased. The way that I'm managing my trades here is pretty strict to my own set rules. It's kind of up to you to determine how you want to trade that data. But for the most part, yes, shorts are made at the top, longs are made at the bottom. $30 is just the rolling data that's at the top and the bottom. Someone else could be like, yeah, I want to see the hour, and then they could do it per hour. It just depends on how much data you want to look at, you know. And I'm also not using a take profit or a stop loss in my trading, so take that with a grain of salt. Sounds good to me, Chris. Be right back, guys.
Order filled. Order filled.
Alright guys, I'm back, kinda. Do you need Order Flow Plus from Ninja, the subscription? No, you don't, man. All you need is level 2 data, which really just runs you about 16 bucks a month. Level 2 data with Ninja Trader is pretty affordable, honestly. Lucid doesn't come with level 2 data. Comes with top of book level 1 data, though. Jojo, what up? Oh yeah, I ain't too worried about it, dude. We're gonna make this P&L back. If anything, I feel like we could probably end today green in the weekly P&L. The accounts are alive, so I'm happy. As long as I can stay alive. Take it easy, dude. Oh boy. We're in with 3 contracts. Things are getting a little spicy. Reaction to the downside is imminent. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Just literally tagged the open. That white line right there it's playing with is the open. Yeah, I'll long all-time highs, not just short it. But we're below the open right now, so technically that's just where my bias is. You can short and long in literally any type of market. Just depends on how you manage it. There's no wrong or right way of doing it. I have a short bias just because we're below this open, but once we're above it, technically my bias is then going to be longing at all-time highs. So, yeah. You ever heard of not giving useless input? Technically, above this line, we would be long bias. I would potentially flip, but it's going to have to actually show some sign of continuation. If we're just going to be flat here at the open, then I'll just keep holding. Yeah, flip positive because we just passed the open. Yeah, all that info is very subjective. I could be someone who just scalps 2 points at a time, short and long. It doesn't matter what the day is. There's opportunity both ways, always. We get back down to the bottom here, like I'm expecting on the imbalance. It should be a pretty good little chunk. I think we can definitely pass 33 if we start coming down pretty good. Yeah, I hope this works out short so you guys can, people in there that are saying that it's not wise, it's just subjective, man. It's subjective to the person trading and what their outlook is. There's never any mandatory way to perceive trading. If no one ever sold it because we're at all-time highs, well, then the all-time high would just continuously be higher and higher every second. We are still below the open of today, so technically speaking, the daily candle right now is red. At least from a view from market open. Can't hear me? Should be able to. Everything looks good on my end. Oh, God. Don't need Bookmap Soul. This is doing the exact same thing that Bookmap's liquidity tracker would do. It's pulling the exact same data. I don't need volume bubbles. It has nothing to do with the approach. It's an entirely different approach, though. I don't care about filled volume. I only care about the unfilled volume in the order book. My mentality is based on supply and demand because it's truly what moves the price, and looking at the imbalance is a very good tool to understand just that. Having all those things for me is not a good thing. It's too much data that takes away from a very simplistic approach. Might work for someone else, but yeah, this is it, man. This is kind of like my in-game approach right now. I really don't see myself diverting from this. I've never seen data this good. I've never been this consistent with my trading. I really can't help but just look at the data and see how crazy, wildly good this has been for me. I got to keep running with it without changing or incorporating other metrics. I think whether or not the data is more accurate is subjective. Because what's accurate to you might not be accurate to someone else's view or approach in trading. We all have to understand that there is no single way to perceive the price action. Otherwise, we'd all be billionaires, guys. We would just copy some famous trader's book from the past, and we'd all drive Lamborghinis, but that's not how it works. I'm not throwing shade on anyone else's approach. I'm just saying, for me, this is my approach. I don't need to incorporate other data to make it more accurate, because what one thinks is more accurate might be more inaccurate for someone else. See, we have to realize that trading is subjective. At the end of the day, two people could be trading two different time frames and looking at the data completely different. It's almost like everyone has the same assumption that we're all trading the same time frame, we're all trading the same instrument, we're all trading. It's just weird. I don't know. I've seen that for the past 3 years in the trading community. I think that's why most people lose at trading, is because everyone has the same mentality. Unfortunately. Sir, one of these is a evaluation, and one of them is a funded account with the Lucid Prop firm. When both of these are funded, I'll make it a little more clear in the connection name that they are funded accounts. But if you are familiar with Lucid's naming scheme of their accounts, LFE stands for Lucid Flex Evaluation. LFF is Lucid Flex Funded. We really are toying with that open, aren't we? We go put this plate up, guys. Wash my hands, and then we'll come back to hopefully a nice juicy pull down in the imbalance from this top. We'll see. It is likely. Oh, looks like it's already doing it. Nice. Be right back. Yo, Chris, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to take this one for a loss, guys. We'll see what it ends up doing, but yeah, might be a loss. Mr. Chris Agrum, thanks for the $2.50, man. I think that's like $2.50. Appreciate it, dude. It's pretty much our goal, our daily goal. Thank you, sir. Hope you're implying that I'm using some sort of risk to reward ratio, though I'm not. All this is trading the data, simply just trading the data. Accepting the loss when loss is permitted and accepting the win when it's permitted. It's all based on the data. If the approach itself has any sort of edge or any sort of ability to call reversions in the long run, it will be fine. Because even though we have big drawdowns in the red from time to time, it doesn't really matter because I'm not sitting here in the loss continuously. I'm exiting in loss whenever we get back to the other side of the range, which in my experience has never failed. We've always made it back to the exit. I think I'm almost at 30 trade sessions now, and I haven't blown while following the approach and only having $1,000 in drawdown. It is yet to blow an account. If anything, it's just shown me consistency. But I don't know. Anything can happen. Bad runs can happen. Drawdown can happen with anything. You have drawdown every time I scroll near live. Probably shouldn't watch then, huh? I don't know. If you're just now tuning in and you didn't see the past month of trade sessions, then you wouldn't really see what's going on. Just because things are a little bit in the red every time you tune in doesn't mean I'm ending the overall session in the red every single day. It's more subjective, weird assumptions that people just seem to have when they tune into the stream. Which is exactly why we just continue to go into member-only mode. Is what it is. If you guys want to engage, you can spend 99 cents. Be a member. Not trying to be greedy. If I could make this a 1 cent, if you had to spend 1 cent to be a member to get into the chat, that's what I would make it. YouTube only allows me to go to 99. I'm not going to keep explaining the same thing over and over a million times every single day. If you are just tuning in and you have no idea what's going on, how about you just don't give your input because it's useless? That'd be like going to a basketball game and seeing LeBron James miss a shot and not knowing who LeBron James is and then assuming because he missed the shot that he's a bad player. We gotta be a little more open-minded, guys. If you're watching trading content, I'm sorry that you've been kind of coerced into thinking that when you watch trading content, it can only be profits because that's all the space is, but it's not realistic. Unrealistic things in trading are dangerous. It's not the way you trade. I hope you've got it figured out, PB. If you don't think that that's how I should trade, then I hope you know how to trade. I'd assume you don't, considering you're watching a live stream of a random person trading on YouTube, but take that for what it's worth. What is the scaling here? Trying to figure this out. It's the right side scale. Okay, it's not the overlay scale. Ay, ay, ay. We're waiting on the bottom to come in. We are waiting on it to happen. And we've got a fresh cup of coffee. Mm. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, Alex, it's just... You guys have to realize, man, I've been doing this for 3 years. I kind of have a good pulse on like what the overall community is in trading, and it's just atrocious. I don't know. I think people are just... They really have had this like spoon-fed content to them of just trading gurus winning all of the time or being in a green trade every second of the content, or just feeding them biased content in the video section that they truly like. Some people can't stand the fact that I'm even in a losing trade. And it's like, dude, it's gonna be okay. It'll be all right. It's not your account. It's not your journey. You don't need to give your master class on why you think it's wrong and why you think you're right. It's almost like 9 out of 10 people in the trading space are just trading gurus. It's hilarious. It's just the type of stuff, man. It's like impossible to get away from. So, I mean, if someone wants to engage in the chat, in the live chat, and wants me to engage with them or debate on certain things or topics, or maybe even like, I don't know, argue about something, become a member for 99 cents. Engage all you want. Mm. Mm-mm. I can't believe we haven't made it down to the bottom of the imbalance. We are so flat. Jesus. I don't want to put any alerts on just in the event that maybe it bugs out on us again. Yo, Chris, I appreciate you again, man. Thanks for the 2 bones. Wouldn't it be crazy if I actually listened to the chat on like what I should do or should be doing or shouldn't do or shoulda, coulda, woulda done or did or dude? My trading would be so inconsistent. It'd be more inconsistent than the inconsistency I've had in my journey. I'd truly never find anything. My channel is like a trading echo chamber of a bunch of people that all have different biases and subjective perceptions of the market. And if I listen to one thing, then it would be counteracted by this other person saying this other thing, and it just never ends. It bounces off the inside of the Dr. Pepper can. There's no escape. ICT stands for I can't trade. I've never heard that. That's pretty damn good. You should stop what you're doing and trade FVG silver bullets now. Yeah. Funny enough people were popping in about the ICT thing, the fair value gap thing, that I even tried it on stream for a little bit. I incorporated an indicator that plotted the fair value gaps for me. And I don't know. It's just another thing. It's just another thing to, perceive the market. I'm still not going to say that's even wrong. Maybe it does help some people, but I didn't see much value in adding it to the trading I was already doing, so I just stopped using it. I saw, using fair value gaps, I also saw a lot of speculation. I felt like there was heavy speculation, and I'm such a data-driven person with trading now that I truly just can't be like, oh, well, because this gap's here in the price action, it should do this. I'd rather see real concrete numbers of data at a level. My entry is based on the data rather than just formation, I guess, or patterns. But then again, it's kind of contradicting at the same time, because in a way I am looking at patterns. I'm looking at patterns in the imbalance. But I think that's the difference, right? Is I'm looking at patterns in the imbalance. The data is driven from the liquidity imbalance, the difference between the bid and the ask, and the order book showing a good metric of supply and demand. If I was just trading structure or fair value gaps, there's no justification for for that trade with data. It's just speculative structure. So it's a little different, I guess. That's the way I see it. It's still not, I'm not going to say it's wrong. I'm not going to add to this. I want to add to this, but I'm not going to because my bias is technically on the cusp of flipping. Looks good though. What do y'all think about the new hat, man? That's clean. That's real clean. FBG is simply imbalance. Yeah, a lot of people have came in the comments and said that and been like, oh, you're trading fair value gaps, or oh, that imbalance was, that entry you made was in the fair value gap or something. But like, I'm not looking at the gaps, so if it comes out that way, then that's cool. If I'm using an indicator that is aligning with many other approaches, it's probably a decent read on the PA, so that's fine. It's all good, Chris. You've already contributed way more than you could buying merch, although you don't get a rep it. That sucks, but yeah, it's good quality stuff, man. It really is. Speaking of good quality stuff, good quality clothes, I just picked up some blank t-shirts. I don't know if anyone is familiar with the brand, Academy brand, Magellan. Dude, just like their normal t-shirts, $8 to $16, and they are like the best fitted shirts ever. Jesus, this trade is taking forever. Guys, if you want to play around with NinjaTrader, you want to play around with one of the best platforms in the futures trading game, NinjaTrader is what I use. The indicator that I'm using here for reading the imbalance is also derived from NinjaTrader. It's built in NinjaScript. Sign up with my link. Sign up with my link, and you do get a 2-week trial run, including level 2 data. Sign up with my link. It helps me a ton, and it doesn't cost you anything. Signing up a NinjaTrader and running a trial and just kind of filling out the platform literally costs you nothing. Certainly worth it. NinjaTrader, aside from all those things, also has some of the lowest commissions in the game for anyone that's interested in trading with a cash account. So definitely worth noting. Morning cup of trades on the back of the hat. Yeah. I do need to do that. I need to do that at the top. That'd be cool. Crew neck sweater. Yeah, that'd be cool too. I'd be more inclined to make sweaters and represent a sweater if I could wear a sweater in the office. My damn computer makes it so hot in here. It's a rough one, boys. 293. Funded account's close to explosion. If it happens, it happens. I've had a lot of hiccups here in the automation, mostly with that alert structure that I was trying to use. That's kind of been a nightmare. What? DTX. DTX joining the membership crew. What's up, man? Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate y'all, man. Hell yeah. I gotta add you to the bronze crew up in the Discord. I'm assuming you're DTX Flow in the Discord, huh? I'm assuming that's you. Let's get you added, man. Bam! What up, what up? In case anyone in here isn't aware of who DTX is, he's a pretty active individual in the Discord. Trading some, from what I can tell, some pretty complex level 2 stuff on like an equivolume chart type thing. I don't know exactly what you do, man, but it looks very interesting. Glad you're in the community. It's so overextended. Well, that's the beauty about this approach, Chris, is it doesn't really look overextended now. Like things have sort of adjusted to these conditions. If we were looking at maybe more data, maybe it would be on the top or higher range of the extension. But in terms of our 30 minutes, yeah, it's kind of been cruising. What's interesting about the approach is it truly is going to adapt in real time. And what was overextended, 30 minutes ago is no longer really overextended. We've been kind of in this range for a little bit. Very flat. Although we may seem overextended to the top side, I still got to get out at this line. I still got to get out at the bottom, because what's likely is this topside extension is going to change when we get there. when we get to the bottom of the imbalance. Follow the plan, yeah. Yep, it's 2 o'clock, so that sucks. Probably should have added when we were at 44. That would have been maybe pretty nice. $15 minutes ago? DTX? Okay. Oh, buddy boy. All right. We might be ending this day at just a solid break even, guys. Maybe a little loss. Are we all up to date in the Discord? I think we are. 526. Yeah. We're on a little bit of a drawdown kick right now, but I think it's fine. This is just normal in any approach. Sometimes we have a little bit of drawdown. And it is what it is. There ain't no sweat. Oh, shoot. I kind of... man, this keeps happening at the end of the day. I'm in with a few contracts. I kind of don't want to get rid of it because we're coming down pretty good. We're passing it. When does it update? It updates now. That's a reversion for a long, generally. But at the same time, we're below the open. We're still so flat. Technically, my exit's in, but I'm being greedy. My exit's in, Chris. I'm being greedy. I don't know, for some reason, a part of me just feels like the market's going to go down, but I have nothing to back that up other than just my own brain speculation, which is dangerous. I kind of just want to not end in the red. I've done this before, and I've blown the accounts by doing this.
Order filled.
We're at the bottom.
Order filled.
Well at the bottom. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll be disciplined. I don't need to get stupid. Oh, it hurts though, man. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts to flex the discipline. We had good profit today, guys. I gave it back. But I'm only down 20. Nothing crazy. Weekly P&L looks like crap, but I think we can come back. These accounts are still hanging on. We're still alive. That's what's important here. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. It's 2:26. I don't really care to trade the rest of the day. Yeah. Do I wish I was still in that short? Hell yeah, I do. But I don't know what the future is, so we'll take the small loss. We'll flex the discipline. We will reinforce the good habits, and we will continue tomorrow. Hopefully everyone's digging the stream. A little bit different layout. Should look a lot better on mobile phones if you're on mobile phones. I thought I had it pieced up really good before, but there was still some adjustments to be made, so everything looks a lot better even now. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate the memberships. Anyone who signs up at the NinjaTrader link, thank you so much. It helps me a ton at no extra cost to you, at no cost at all to you. It does not cost you anything to sign up with NinjaTrader. When you use my link, you get a 2-week run of real-time data, including level 2 data. If you're someone who wants to even play around with the liquidity imbalance or just kind of take a crack at like what this reversion sort of thing is, by all means, you totally can. The code for this indicator is just in the Discord. We've been talking about it in the community for quite some time. I'm not selling it. I know that's crazy for someone to say in the trading space that they have an indicator that they're not trying to sell, but it's about transparency here. And I'm not trying to make a ton of money off of beginners, naive beginners on courses. That's not my goal. I just want to share my journey in trading and be as transparent as possible. At the end of the day, whenever I find my own consistency, I will make my wealth from trading, not from preaching the trading. That is not what this will ever be about. I am not a trading guru who sucks at trading and sells courses for their financial gain. Most of those people are not rich because of their trading. They are rich because people won't stop buying their crappy courses. I won't be doing that here. So join the Discord. Go sign up with NinjaTrader if you guys want to mess around with one of the best charting platforms in the futures industry. Seriously, use my link. Don't forget to use my link because it does help me a ton. It does not cost you anything whether you use my link or not. It just helps me get a small referral bonus from NinjaTrader for you clicking the link. That's it, man. I don't sell anything here. I just have a couple affiliations and some merch. Hope to see y'all tomorrow, 9 a.m. CST. Or maybe 10 a.m. CST. I don't know. It's between the two. Peace out, guys.